what is the use of a Muslim going to Hajj? It's just a way to make money. You see, when Muhammad he ordered the disbelievers, they cannot enter Mecca, then the Muslim they felt the effect of that. Imagine you say only Muslim can go to Las Vegas, and the Muslim at that time they were little number. So who is going to play in the casino? The few will not support the business. So the Hajj was always a place of making money. So there was 16 Kaaba in the Arabian Peninsula, and the Kaaba in Quraysh was one, in Mecca was one of them. Kaaba simply is a practice the Arab used to have, and not only Arab, even other nations, to attract businesses, travelers. So you come to the Hajj. Hajj is not something new. It's not Islam who made Hajj. Hajj exists before Muhammad. Muhammad, he just carry on with the same pagan practice. So they used to do Hajj before Islam. They used to go around the Kaaba. They used to touch the black stone. They used to, worship stones. And they used even to go naked around the Kaaba, totally naked. But this is not only the people of Quraysh or Mecca. It was many places in the Arabian Peninsula. And Mecca is a counterfeit of the temple of Al-Makkah in Yemen. If you search for temple of Al-Makkah, the funny is that the temple of Al-Makkah, I remember a long time ago, I said the temple of Al-Makkah is a temple for the moon god. Somebody sent me a long article made by a scientist saying it is the temple of the sun. And he sent me another article. It's the temple of the sun. And I insist that this is the temple of Al-Makkah. It is the temple of the moon for a very simple reason. The Sabian, they are the one who built that temple, and that temple belonged to them. And this is the moon god religion. And lately they discover that yes, the temple of Al-Makkah is the temple of the moon god. They thought for a long time it is the temple of the sun, but it's not. The Sabian, which Muhammad he promised the Sabian to be in heaven, the Sabian is the one who is behind the temple of Al-Makkah. Actually, even the Sabian, Sabian, their religion was the biggest ever in the Middle East before Christianity, to the point even the Pharaoh and the Egyptian, the Sabian at least, they believe that the Pharaoh, he was a Sabian. He was one of them. This is why if you go to the books of the Sabian, you will see that they insult the God of the Jews, Adonai. The reason they insult Adonai, because he is the one who killed their great man, the Pharaoh. So they believe in the story, which is happening to Moses, or they've been witnessing that story in the time of Moses. But because the God of Moses is the one who killed the Pharaoh, who is one of them, then he is the enemy. You can go and search for the God of the Mecca. This is actually Mecca, I think it's coming as a copy from the original name. Mecca is a counterfeit of this temple. This is a huge temple. This is not just like a Kaaba, a little tiny room, This is a very big, building. No, not much left of it, but it used to be something really huge and really big. So the temple of Al-Makkah, in the ancient ruin of Yemen, if you go, actually, let me show you. If we go right now to the Kaaba, In the Kaaba, there is the black stone, as we showed you before, and there is a Yemeni corner. Yemeni corner. This Yemeni corner has stones from that temple. From that temple. So what the Arab are trying to do, let me make it more clear. If you look with me, you will notice that those rocks, they don't match. I mean, there's different rocks from different places. They are not coming from one place. And they look different from the rest of the stones. And the Muslim, they open the skirt of the Kaaba. The skirt, by the way, is a pagan practice. For the Kaaba is have a vagina, the black stone. So they put a skirt on her, you know, to cover her. So the Yemeni corner, the Muslim, they have to touch it in order, and to touch the black stone in order to get their sin erased. Now, if you ask a Muslim why it's called the Yemeni corner, they say because it's facing Yemen. This is a false reason, because those stones are taken from the Yemen temple. So it's like, you know, some Christian, they bring the bones of a saint from a place to different place, a church, and supposedly that will make this church more, you know, have a more value, which is not really right. So they brought those stones from the Mecca, from the original Kaaba, which is the temple of the Sabian in Yemen, and they place it in their Kaaba. So now why you want to go all the way to touch the stones? Here we go, we brought you stones. The stones are here. So instead of flying, I mean, at that time they have to take a camel, you know. You take a camel all the way to Yemen, will take you maybe a month to go there. And now we have it here in town. So you want to touch the stone? You want to get the blessing? The stone is here. And this is why Muhammad, he said that the one who touched the Yemeni corner and the black stone, if you do that, it erases your sin. Let us find the hadith. Here we go. The companions of the Prophet of Islam, the false prophet, one of them, he asked the other one, he says, "Oh Abu Abdul Rahman, why I do only see you touching those two corners?" What corners are we talking about? The Yemeni corner, the one we told you have the stones from Al-Makkah temple, and the black stone corner. He said, I heard the Messenger of Allah saying, touching them erase sins. And I had him say, whoever go around them 7 times, it is like freeing a slave. So Muhammad, the Arab, they used to free slave when they commit sin. Muhammad, he don't want them to free slaves. He want them to buy more slaves. So don't free slave, just go around the Kaaba 7 times, and that's it. A Muslim, his name is Abdullah Marzouk, saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan ar-rajim. And here you see another funny things from Muslims. They seek refuge from shaitan to Allah. But don't you know that Allah is shaitan? Because what is the difference between Allah and shaitan? Nothing. Here we go. He just made you, he converted you to a religion, make you believe that the stones erase sin. Touching the stones erase your sin. It's not me who said that, it's your prophet. If you want to say to me this is da'if, this is not da'if. Play a different game. And by the way, even da'if is accepted. Do you see it? A Muslim, he think he believe in God, yet he believe in stones, and he believes stones erase sin, and touching them will erase your sin. You're telling me how that works. In the same time, the same Muslim, the same smart Muslim, believe that Allah made him sin. right? I mean, even the word sin in Islam does not make sense because Allah is the one who make people sin. The Muslim believe in destiny. Everything you do, anything you do, even fornication, it is not your decision. It was made by Allah before He created you. So what is sin? Any Muhammadan? What is sin in Islam when you are just a victim of destiny? The second you believe that everything is a destiny, that's mean the idea of sin is a stupid idea. Because they don't work together. You see, like in Christianity, we have a belief in destiny, but the destiny we believe in, that God, He made, like I say, He gave us a limit. That is a destiny. As an example, you don't live forever, you will die. That is a destiny, everybody will die. But God did not cause you to commit sin so you will die. No. God said to Adam, don't eat from this tree. If you eat from it, you will die. See the difference? In Islam, we just showed you today, this is our topic today actually, that Adam himself, he committed sin because Allah, He made him commit sin. Adam and Moses, they have an argument, and Adam won the argument by saying, are you blaming me for an act which written in my fate as a decree, which I should do 40 years before my creation? So here we see that the idea of sin in Islam is a stupid idea, and Muslims, they should quit using the word sin, because it is not you who did sin, it was Allah. Any Muslim have something opposing this? Any Muhammadan, he is not agreeing, he want to prove me wrong?